Most people think car flipping is risky, complicated, or only for dealers, but honestly, the truth is, weekend flipping can be one of the simplest side hustles if you buy the right car the right way. The first rule of profitable flipping is never fall in love with the car. You're not buying for yourself, you're buying for the fastest resale at the highest margin. That means choosing boring, reliable, high-demand vehicles instead of flashy or emotional purchases. Sedans, compact SUVs, and basic commuter cars sell faster than sports cars every time. Your ideal flip car has three qualities: strong demand, simple mechanical design, and cosmetic issues instead of mechanical ones. Things like scratches, faded headlights, dirty interiors, and worn tires are cheap fixes. Transmission problems, engine noises, electrical faults, and warning lights are profit killers. If the problem scares regular buyers but is easy for you to fix or clean, that's where the money is. Always research resale value before you ever contact a seller. Look at completed listings, not asking prices, and make sure you filter by the same year, mileage range, and trim. Your profit comes from the gap between what people actually pay and what you can buy for. If that gap isn't at least $1,000 before repairs, just walk away. When inspecting a car, always start cold. A seller warming the engine beforehand is, honestly, a red flag. Listen for knocking, ticking, or a rough idle. And don't forget to check for transmission hesitation during shifts. Alright, so you want to make sure you take the car for a test drive at both city speeds and highway speeds. If you notice any hesitation, slipping, or warning lights popping up, honestly, you should either push for a lower price or just walk away from the deal. Next up, it's time to inspect the fluids: burnt transmission fluid, milky oil, or low coolant levels. These all signal future problems. Unless you really know what you're doing and can accurately price out repairs, it's best to just walk away. Here's the thing, beginners often lose money simply by underestimating how much mechanical repairs actually cost. Cosmetics are where beginners win. Seriously, a $50 headlight restoration, a deep interior clean, and a proper wash can add hundreds to the perceived value. Buyers, well, they shop emotionally. A clean car with shiny headlights and fresh tires just feels maintained, even if the mileage is a bit higher. Never skip paperwork checks. Always make sure the title is clean, matches the VIN, and is in the seller's name. Salvage or rebuilt titles can still flip, but only if they're priced extremely low and, disclosed honestly. As a beginner, clean title cars really do reduce risk. Negotiation is where profit is locked in. Never negotiate in messages. Inspect first, then calmly point out flaws with estimated repair costs. Oh, and remember, silence is powerful. The first person to speak after a pause usually loses leverage. Be ready to walk away, because, honestly, most sellers do end up calling back. Once you've purchased, just keep repairs minimal. Only do what actually increases the resale speed, not, chasing perfection. So, buyers don't really pay extra for new spark plugs, but they definitely do pay more for clean interiors, a quiet ride, and smooth braking. Pricing your flip correctly is absolutely critical. If you price it just a little bit below similar listings, you're much more likely to sell it fast. Honestly, a quick $1,200 profit is way better than a slow $2,000 profit that ties up your money for months. Weekend flipping works because of speed, not greed. When listing, use clear photos, honest descriptions, and simple language. Mention maintenance, recent services, and reliability. So, avoid buzzwords and never hide issues. Transparency builds trust and, honestly, it reduces time wasters. Finally, reinvest profits. Your first flip, well, it won't make you rich, but consistency will. As your budget grows, your margins grow with it. If this breakdown helped you understand real car flipping without all the hype, go ahead and subscribe to Gear Specs. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep sharing practical ways to save and make money with cars.